So Romelu Lukaku is trying to force his way out at Chelsea to go back to Inter Milan. I need Men in Black right now to use that little device so I can forget that Romelu Lukaku ever came to Chelsea.
I am just a figment of your imagination.
So as you know, in today's video, we are talking about the one and only Belgium striker, Romelu Lukaku, and how he wants to leave Chelsea, which at this point now, I've wanted to back him up, stick up for him, but the way he's been just dealing with his issues at Chelsea, it's better off if we just cut our ties with this player. Now, currently, his agent is out, or his lawyer is looking to make a deal with Inter Milan, but there also has been talks with him going to Bayern Munich, which I've talked about before with Lewandowski, that possibly there could be a swap with Robert Lewandowski and Lukaku going to each other's clubs. This itself, I think, would be a great option since we do need a striker, and we've seen Robert Lewandowski do very, very well in the Bundesliga. Not too sure how well he would do in the Premier League, but still, I would really rely on him being a great striker for Chelsea, better than Romelu Lukaku, obviously. But let's talk about why Lukaku is doing this. Now, I'm going to be looking at my screen here from the Telegraph, kind of just reading off some of this stuff, what was all said. Now, first off, Lukaku struggled to impress Thomas Tuchel and is ready to take wage cut to return to Italy. Now, we kind of knew this halfway through the season that there was an issue. Came out, did the interview, how he was not happy at Chelsea, things were not working out. And it really begs the question at the beginning of the season when we bought Romelu Lukaku, because we already knew Thomas Tuchel's system, his tactics, and how Romelu Lukaku really would not fit into that system and how he actually runs into open space, where in the Premier League, a lot of teams play a low block where you can't run onto that open area, which sidetrack note, this will be very interesting how Aaron Highland does at Manchester City, but still, we knew with Romelu Lukaku, he wasn't going to have all the space that he really wanted to like he did at Inter Milan. So that off the bat was a kind of a red flag, but for some reason, we still bought the player because he said he wanted to come to Chelsea. Romelu Lukaku is hoping to force through a return to Inter Milan for Chelsea this summer. Senior sources at both clubs are convinced that the striker wants to quit Stamford Bridge after a disappointing season and return to Italy. Yes, very disappointing season to say the least. Now, Lukaku stated he was not happy at Chelsea, talked about prospect of one day returning to Inter Milan. Is understood that he initially resolved to stay and make success of the club record 97.5 million move, but as we know, this was a waste of money. Now, Romelu Lukaku, who is 29 years old, did say that he will take a pay cut if he were to leave Chelsea. Now, this itself could be massive for us to actually offload him to Inter Milan. The thing is, though, is that he has such high wages, and Inter Milan made a killing off of us by selling him to us last season. So again, for them to then buy this player and then pay those wages really wouldn't be too smart business for them. So that's why if Lukaku can take a pay cut, this would be good for both parties. Now, that being said, there are talks about maybe loaning Lukaku out for about 20 million, which, given the option to buy the player, and I don't think this is a very good option, because if Lukaku gets hurt, if something happens, and all of a sudden we are stuck with Romelu Lukaku. If we sell him, we are done. We just chop that whole business and we're done. He's out of our system. We don't have to worry about it. Yes, you could say if he does start playing well again at Inter Milan, we could possibly reap the benefits by selling him or doing something else with him. But still, that's a bigger risk that we shouldn't really be willing to take, because if we sell him right now, this upcoming summer transfer window, we can use that cash to then go out and buy other players, because right now we do have a good load of money to go and buy new players for Thomas Tuchel to form in his formation and his tactics. So again, this would just be extra cash to get some certain players that Thomas Tuchel wants. Now, like I said, this still is in the works. It's really hard to say if this will happen or not, but one thing is for certain, that Romelu Lukaku definitely does not want to be at Chelsea anymore, and as a fan, I really don't want him at Chelsea anymore either. He could maybe go out and score a bunch of goals for Chelsea next season. Yes, it'd be great, but my faith in him and, just following him and being happy that he came back to Chelsea, that's pretty much all completed and washed out. That this player just needs to move on. Chelsea needs to move on. No player is bigger than the club, as we've talked about before. And therefore, when it comes to losing or cutting ties, I think Romelu Lukaku needs to go on a separate path That is not with Chelsea FC and Thomas Tuchel. So that is all I have for you today. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate it. Helps grow this channel, helps get this channel to more viewers such as yourself. And also comment down below what you think about this whole saga with Romelu Lukaku. I want to know what you guys think. So again, let me know, and I will see you next time.